What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to get started in the gym. You should always check with a doctor first if you think you might have any issues with getting started. But once that's out of the way, we can get into the fun stuff. The first thing you should do when you're starting off on your fitness journey is doing a goal set. So this involves setting some SMART goals for yourself: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. What this does is it sets you up for success down the road. It's important to have a good goal to shoot towards, which means something as simple as coming into the gym 3 times a week for your first month. And the big overarching goal that you could have for yourself is to lose 30 pounds by August 1st. So setting goals like this is going to give you a lot of motivation, and having a deadline attached to it gives you that push to make sure that you're making the results that you want to see. After that's out of the way, you can get into starting your exercise plan. Now, if you don't know how to do any exercises, I would recommend getting with a personal trainer just to ensure that you're knowing how to do them safely. But if not, YouTube is also another great resource. Just make sure that your form is A1 and making sure that you don't injure yourself, because that will set you back in your fitness career. You want to stick with more of the core exercise that we're using in our day-to-day life. Things like the squat, the lunge, the push-up, things like that. People get very gimmicky on their workout videos on YouTube or Instagram, but sticking with the fundamentals will always get you results. If you find that you're intimidated to come into the gym, maybe consider going at a less peak time. Something like 12 to 3 or even into the evening at some gyms is a little bit less busy. This can be a little bit less intimidating for some people, but the one thing you got to know is that people are not watching you when you come into the gym. They're usually watching themselves as they're doing their workouts. So I actually hear this a lot as a personal trainer, that people are nervous that people are watching them while they work out. And this could be further from the truth. Yes, there might be some people looking at you, but they're probably not judging you. They're more so excited to see someone come into the gym and better themselves. You want to have a plan when you're coming into the gym, and making sure you're coming at least 3 times per week. Anything more than that is great, but at least having that 3 times a week is going to be the bare minimum that you need. So when you're coming in, you want to have a plan. If you don't have a good plan in mind, just start with the basics. Your squats, your push-ups, and your rows are good exercises to structure your workouts around. You can also benefit from starting off in the gym by just doing full body workouts. This is great because you're able to get a lot of exercise that's going to burn a lot of calories. So if you're weight loss goal, that's going to be most optimal for you. If not, if you have more of a bodybuilding goal, maybe set aside some more time out of your schedule to get in more frequently, but at least getting 1 major muscle group work per week. This could be something as simple as having a squat day, a push-up day, a row day, repeat, having all the accessory exercises alongside that, but having a good plan in place to make sure you know what you're doing when you're going into the gym, and you're not just walking on the treadmill and wasting your time in there. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So it's important to have a plan in place to make sure that you're going to be progressing in the gym every time you come in. Once you have your workout plan in place, then it's coming up with exercises to do in your workout. Starting with your big muscle groups first, and then working your way into smaller isolation exercise usually works well. Aim for around 6 exercises, 3 to 4 sets, 10, 12 reps, somewhere around that range just starting off. And if you find you don't have the motivation to get into the gym, maybe consider working out with a friend or hiring a personal trainer. Those are 2 great options to make sure that you're at least getting yourself into the gym and having that accountability to make sure that you're going to make the results that you want to see. One of the most important steps, in my opinion, is to have fun with it. There's a statistic that says that 70% of people hate working out. That means only 30% of people end up actually enjoying it. So it's important to make sure that you actually have a good plan that you enjoy doing when you're coming into the gym. One thing you want to remember though is to start slow and progress slowly. You don't want to go hero mode and go really heavy on weight and get yourself injured, because that's going to set you back even further than slow progression will. Find a way to challenge your body, but don't push it too far and don't redline it, and then you'll be in a good place a few months down the road. Try to find ways to include activity into your day-to-day life. If you have a treadmill at home, consider maybe doing cardio while watching your favorite TV show. That way you still get to enjoy your favorite TV show, but you're also doing something productive for your body. If you work close to your house, consider maybe walking. Or if you're at work, consider taking the stairs. Adding in these small little changes will really add up down the road. Make sure you're allowing yourself enough time to recover though. You don't want to go into the gym really sore and still train that exact same muscle group. That makes it more likely that you could injure yourself down the road, and we really do not want any of that. Even consider writing down your workouts in a notebook. This way it keeps you accountable to keeping track of what you're doing, and it also gives you something to look back on to see all your progress down the road. My last tip is to make sure you're monitoring your progress. This could be something as simple as taking progress pictures, or weighing yourself on a scale, or doing body measurements, Tanita body fat percentage readings, anything like that that's going to give you a metric to look back on down the road to see all the progress that you've made. This can also be something as recording your top lifts on your squats, your bench, and your deadlift, and then looking back after you accomplish each of the goals you set out. Seeing where you've been and where you are now can be a very motivating factor. A lot of people get overwhelmed on the idea of starting a health and fitness routine, but it doesn't have to be as stressful as we make it out to be. Making sure you have a careful plan to make sure that you're not overworking yourself, but still pacing it out to see the results that you want to see, can set you up for a lifetime of success. If you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button below, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.